Hello, wherever you are in the world, day, morning, evening. I hope you're having a great one. I am Cher, and I'm coming on to talk about word curses. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I do own the rights to this music. I composed and recorded that music in 528 hertz, which is a healing frequency, one of the solfeggio frequencies. All right, so let's take a look here at word curses, going deeper again into word curses and expanding our scope here to the word curses that we speak against ourselves. So, word curses that we speak ourselves. We can speak word curses against ourselves. Okay, so maybe we lock our keys out of the car, or lock our keys in the car. Maybe we lock ourselves out of the house or something. And then we may follow that one, depending on our state of mind, depending maybe on whether we are supposed to be somewhere at a particular time and we're running late, on our level of frustration and our emotional scale and our vibrational level. It could range from anywhere to hilarity to extreme self-criticism, frustration, anger. So something very simple like that, a little mistake like that could cause us to speak word curses against ourselves. So perhaps maybe we're laughing at ourselves. Yes, it is good to laugh at ourselves and to have this sense there that nobody's perfect and so on. But we have to be careful about our words. Even when we are joking, we get, oh, I'm such a dolt, I'm such a goof, I'm such an idiot, I'm such a whatever that we fill in that blank with. Okay? And understand that our vibrational, our emotional scale level that affects our vibration and frequency. Again, depending on that, our emotions, the emotions behind it, power and fuel it. So perhaps maybe we're late to an important meeting, something serious that brings us further down the scale. Or perhaps it takes hours and hours and we try this window and that window and so on and so forth. And that adds to our level of frustration, and perhaps now we're in anger and now we're like, why did this happen? And then we're saying things out loud that are actually word curses against our lives. So we have to be very careful about that. I can't believe I did this. I am such a fool. And it may just keep going and going and escalating, bringing us further and further down, even to the lowest levels of guilt and shame, and then beating ourselves up, maybe to the point that we were, oh, you know, I am worthless. All because we locked ourselves out of the house. Something so simple, something so minor in the grand scheme of things. And then we end up speaking word curses on our own lives. This can happen. This can happen. And when we recognize it, first of all, it's important to try to avoid it, even in jest. Avoid it. Avoid those words. Avoid negative words about yourself, because your body, your mind, your subconscious can't tell when you're joking. The universe can't tell when you're joking. Okay, so it's really important, even in jest, not to say those things about yourself, not to make self-deprecating comments. So self-deprecating humor actually is a word curse. And so it's important for us to recognize those things. Other ways that we may speak word curses over ourselves is by describing our current situation to people. I've got the flu, I'm sick. So I am sick, and we're saying that over and over again. Then that brings our vibration and also helps to create the reality, because we have followed those two very powerful words with something negative. That is another way that we can speak word curses over ourselves. Problem solving, when we are trying to solve a problem, because life gives us obstacles, and so they're there for us to learn and to grow from. But if we have this problem that we feel is we don't have a solution to it yet, we may speak word curses on ourselves inadvertently by saying, there's no way out of this. There's no way out of this. Or perhaps seeking a job. Oh, I'm never going to find a job. Or our child asks for a toy, and we say, oh, we can't afford that. And now we're speaking poverty onto ourselves. We're speaking more problems into our own realities and into our own existence. Yes, there are obstacles in life, but we have to be so very careful with our words, even the ones that no one hears, because we hear them. The universe hears them. And so we have to be extremely careful. And oftentimes, after word curses are spoken by others toward us, and we internalize, or we believe the lie, or we somehow embrace that and don't rebuke it and don't fully reject it in our mindsets, especially when it first happens and we're first processing all the information, because our brains work in that way. We process things, and it takes a minute for us to process new information. So during that process, then we may have spoken word curses against ourselves. Am I really like that? And we were questioning that when we were sad. I can't believe this person said it. I have no friends. This and that and the other. Whatever it is negative that we are putting in those blanks, we are speaking word curses against ourselves. So it is so important. Try to avoid it if you can in the first place. Try to catch yourself. Try to stop yourself. And with practice, this gets easier and easier to recognize and to stop before you even speak the words. So just to make sure that once you do recognize that you follow after you've rebuked and not accepted, which is important in maintaining your your energetic and spiritual sovereignty. It's important to, again, speak words of affirmation out loud. I am this. Lots of people lock themselves out of their house. This happens all the time. Otherwise, locksmiths would be out of business. So just recognizing and seeing the truth in things and then speaking them out loud and realizing in that speech and in your mindset that nobody is perfect and everyone faces challenges in this spiritual journey. Well, I hope that was helpful, and I hope that will help to arm you against word curses. And continuing the series here, again, if you didn't see the introductory video on what a word curse is, you may want to go back and watch, and I will pin that in the comment. Much love to you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And take care, guys. Namaste.